a star in the nighttime. I'ma go hard when it's my time. Yeah, I'm hard and I'm like, you know you can't pause when the time's right. Sitting in the stars and watching you. You gotta ride the tide.
So, good evening and welcome to Chatbox with Sam. Tonight's guest is actor Cody Cowell.
Hi, Sam.
Hello, Cody.
Hello, Sam.
Cody is, as you see in Cody's t-shirt, he's in a project called Safe Harbor Films.
Yes.
He's part of a project called Seven Seas right now.
Mhm. And did my audition, sent it in, and then I was so nervous because of all the information that Tony and Bill and Allison gave me, and I was just so excited because of the visuals and what they talked about and their vision, and I was also like, oh my gosh, please, like, don't tell me anymore because that's so exciting and I don't have it yet. Like, once I get the role, then please give it to me.
So-
Catherine Norland. We had worked one of my first projects I did was with her. And years later, we did a project like that one that we did. I had short hair, and they were actually able to use the video from that first film that we did and then put it into the most recent film we did together when I had longer hair. Mm-hmm. And so it was great to meet her all those years later again and work with her. And she's a great actress and a great person.
She's an amazing lady. I've met Catherine. She's beautiful.
Which I did early last year. That's going to be coming out to, I believe, theaters and then the streaming platforms. It's called Run Baby Run. And I filmed that in Spain from the production company Es de Mango Productions. And the head of those are Tony, Carol, and Eric. And they're the ones that hired me for the project. And that is a survival thriller. So that's going to be a fun one to watch. It was a really great surprise because you never really know. And Norberto and I had a few conversations and I sent him my pick. And it's funny because he's like, I needed your face clean shaven. Your hair has to be pulled back because we're going to be adding everything on there. So I was like, pulled everything back and, clean shaven and everything. And so it was just a very interesting shot to send him, but that's what they, what they do for the games. And so that is also going to be coming out this year sometime as well.
But you do.
Is my brothers were really great brothers, very supportive, always backed me up, very protective. If anybody messed with me, like they're on them in a second. And I had a really tight, small group of friends, Max, Daniel, and Mark, that were my brothers, and they were huge to help me, keep secure because they were my tight crew. Right. And so having that base foundation of family and friends really helped a lot. And but part of the challenge that I also had is I was abused as a kid, and not by anybody, family or friends or anybody like that. It was people that I didn't know. Actually, 2 different school teachers abused me, and then random people. Awful. Yeah, and so that was a tough one because emotionally you just don't know why. Like you think you did something wrong, and because that's what they make you think. I like music. The only problem that I have with explaining it is, for me, I probably know a handful of the artists that I actually listen to, and I couldn't even tell you what half the words are. But I don't know. That's just kind of my style. It just is. I just like it. If you ask my kids, I make it my own words all the time. So they'd be like, "Oh, you ought to hear the way he does it."
Like Jaws. Yeah. And he starts speeding up and went, oh crap, he's coming.
Yeah, run. Get away. And of course they're like, oh, I'm trying and I'm,
I can't get away. I'll be swimming a lot faster than that. And then another thing I'll be doing is they always go downstairs in the basement. I'm not going in the basement. I'm running out the door. But obviously, I wouldn't make a very good horror movie because no one would catch me.
I know exactly. You're too realistic.
I know.
You have to do stupid stuff. That's horror movies, which is great.
Okay, so what about this? You run out the door and you get run over by a bus.
That would be just horrible timing. I'm free.
I'm a bright star in the night.